Yo, it's another Blitz video, and I am delivering Foundation Chapter 1, Episode 1. In this video, it's going to be great, and it is awesome. So make sure you subscribe and like and comment down below. Make sure that notification bell is on, please. If you like the videos, obviously. No, you don't have to like me, but you know, not everyone is likable, are they? So in this video is going to be a little bit different. No, there's nothing different about Outline. As I said, it was going to be legit. I added mods into this. So there's mods in the game. As loaded into the game. Well, should be already loaded, and off we go. So, as you can see, I am obviously got a plot going near the mountains and so on. And the place I do pick in this video is amazing. It goes off to a great start completely. And in this video, if you want to see the mods that I used, there will be a separate video probably in between, or there'll be a video that pops up now showing you how to do it, or you just go and find on YouTube, because there's plenty of videos out there and it's easy guide. It's on the game itself. It literally says mods that you install, and then it's quite easy. It's quite basic, so I don't think you need a tutorial on that to decide. But there is a video out there that I followed that you can use. If you find it, you find it. But there's plenty out there anyway that I would use. And as you can see, I already did the square method of doing buildings. This is an efficient way of making buildings completely in the game, and you can have control of the structure of your game completely. And I'm marking off the wood area, maybe a bit ahead and maybe a bit behind. But you would have seen I would have marked off the woodland area of where I'm gonna do, and it's fantastic. This is where it begins. This mod that I did enhances and increases the amount you get from what you do. So it isn't fully legit, but it still has the logic of the if you did it legit. So this is going to be a mini series of using mods, and then once I get used of how and hang around of what I can do and everything in this game, I would go for a much more difficult side, using mods again for the first time to get the feel of it, and then I'll go to the legit side, and there'll be separate series. But this video is a bit longer than I expected when I recorded it, so I am going to split it off into two. I think it took me about 4 hours to record in total. So it won't be 4 hours long anyway, because who wants to watch 4 hours long? I want to make sure videos are kept to a good standard. So if you do like the city builders, or if you want me to go and do some Roblox videos, but because Roblox got a bit boring, I think, to me personally, but I can go back to Roblox. And if you got any games you would like, make sure you comment it down below. And yeah, at the minute, as you can see, the key point is I did pause the game as soon as I got loaded in. It's so nothing happens like completely, and the happiness in the top where the villages are, where I got 10 villages, 0 happiness, 10 not in like got work, and and there's nil. Like, there's no immigration happening. There's no high employment because obviously nothing happened. So I would have put it on 3 times, speed it up a little bit, obviously, and I'm going to give you a few more tips in this game. Is that if you do want to lay out, there is one called on the paintbrush, I think called restricted area. Make sure you can either. I wouldn't use this personally, but as the video goes on, you can see the structure that I used works completely, absolutely amazing, and because the pathways of how this map is designed is fantastic. But if you do have this game, I'll try and find the seed, and if I find the seed, it will be in the description down below for you. So you can use this map, and you can show me in the Discord below, in the Discord community I've got, the BlitzDev community. I am going to be doing a Unreal Engine 5, like, tester through, if you want to say, or going through it and what I've learned and everything, or complete beginner using Unreal Engine 5. I haven't started using it yet, so it's probably going to be that. But the most important when you... Oh, let's go back to this game. The most important when playing this game is the key tips. You put a well down so people can get water, lumberjack and a stone hut, and then a few houses down so it doesn't show inefficient housing. But inefficient housing is very good when that pops up because you can organize where things are. Yeah, it might decrease your happiness, but it won't do it completely. That percentage is only what the total amount you actually are losing. So it doesn't actually matter if you do that. So as you can see, I have made a stock market, which you want to do. You want to do a market, wherever it is, with berries on. That's the first thing you want to do is put berries down and everything. But there is a tutorial in the game that shows you how to play it. So if you don't know, just click tutorial before you load into the map. It should be at the very top where all the settings are. You can do where the mods you got installed and all that stuff. Yeah. So far, there's a pattern in the pathway. It splits off in 3 and then triangulates in between and everything. So the more, when the paths are faded, the more times the villagers use it, is the more times it becomes an actual path to be used. So the pathfinding in this game is amazing. I think. Also, I want to announce that there is another city builder that's going to be coming out video. So when this drop on the 12th, I said the 12th. Yes, I did say it on the 12th, and then there should be episode 2 coming out day after, or if not, the latest, the second every 2 days at least. And as you can see, I did place a storage area, a warehouse. And if you click where the progression is, where the 4 is in the top, or it might have gone to 5, 6, wherever it is, wherever that digit is with the star and everything in the middle, with the wings. If you click that, it should take you to its skill tree anyway. I think I might have shown it. I briefly just flickered between it. If you're unsure, I'll cover it in episode 3, go through it completely, but I think it might pop up a few more times in this video. So I'm going to speed it up a little bit, and I'll see you till then. Hey guys, I'm back and I hope you enjoyed the little playthrough. It's not much obviously, but as you can see I built a church, a tax office, and I'm in the middle of building a manor house. And that is fantastic to say, to have. So if I wanted money from the people, the villagers, the village, I can. I think I use it once or twice in this complete video between episode 1 and 2. Okay, I already recorded episode 2. And like I should have mentioned this at the beginning of the video. And you always want a church as soon as possible. And also I didn't say I did 2 sawmills because it was quicker completely to to get things going in the game. The flow and everything will be quicker. And I would have upgraded my warehouse in the skill tree. Should be the second one down from the common path. And also I added a forager, so obviously it plant more trees. I should have unlocked the trade route. Yep, I did. And money comes in quite briefly, and here the thing there again showed it a bit. And the arrows down is anything above that number that you put on in the resources. So if you put the arrow down, but then you put 30 value, anything of that resource from that value above whatever, let's say 30, anything above like planks 30 of them, above that will get sold in the trade route. But you must have a warehouse, complete a warehouse. It doesn't work. You can't buy anything from the trade route person, or you can't get any trades done. So you must have a warehouse for this. It is so important. I think I go in minus coins in this for a few minutes or so, and then I come back up a little bit. But I did 2 stonemason huts, and it is a key that you have these 2 of them at the beginning. Well, as soon as you can get that, it's not the most important, I think, but it is one of the important things you want to get as soon as you can. But I think I used the mandate thing now, what I want to use. Yeah, I did. So now you can see it took a few minutes. And by the way, when you use this, make sure you have at least 75% plus happiness before you use it, because you're going to lose 35% at least from when you use the clevy mandate or the levy mandate, whatever it is. So at the beginning, I think I briefly showed it, or I didn't mention it. At the beginning, I used territory twice because you get 1 for free. So you want to use that as soon as you can. I actually buy an extra territory with 100 coins, because when you purchase a plot of land at first, you get a free one, and then after that you got to pay £100, and then you got to upkeep that with like 8 coins per month or something like that. It's very low. But the more territory you buy, the more it costs to keep upkeep. But if you have your trade routes and your money getting taxed very well in your town and everything, it should be fine. Village. At this point, it's a village, not a town. It's a village still. But I'm going to speed this up one more time. And yeah, see you back when I have massive progress. Okay guys, I'm back again. I hope you've seen all the speed through of me going free and everything. And this point of the stage it's quite swift because you get the hang of it, but at a certain stage you will struggle because your population of your villages are quite big, and you're struggling because of territory, and you need to buy things, you need to upkeep everything. It's very important that you don't worry about this, you don't panic. There is always room you can buy, but as long as you at least have 300 coins every time when you do it, or at least 250, still works. But I think in this video, is I paused a little bit, so I would have skipped a little bit where I just stood still, and because I went to eat at the time of recording, which is unfortunate. When I came back is I've completely got so we would have skipped through the me just standing still in the view. It's an amazing view. I would have had that for a few seconds. Now we skip through. I'm building a second sheep farm. It is fantastic. At this point, my villagers and workload is absolutely amazing. But everything is a bit slow, and you don't want to do it next to the sheep farm. I think I moved this out of the sheep farm completely, nearly. Well, I think I placed it in next to each other for this one, but then I moved it, I think, after. Which I should have done. When I've plotted the sheep ground. The livestock ground. They would have, like, coerced, but at the minute everything's going fine in this, because I'm at a population of 60 at the minute, so at the minute it's going great. It's fantastic, but it keeps saying, I think it pops up on the screen near the end saying need rustic food or refined food, which I already have refined food. I just didn't make it into the market, which is my obviously terrible side. But I think it already popped up a few times in this part. So what I've done is I've destroyed trees, and then I think I've realised that that I could harvest meat in this. So I stopped completely harvesting the trees. I think it was a few minutes later I realised when I did it. But it was really good that I realised because I could farm meat, and it kept going to be more. And also, if you want to harvest meat, always keep a good amount of forest because it appears there all the time. You have a good forest next to each other the whole time. You do not harvest it. If you do not harvest it completely, because you need meat in the game. So you just work around the big forest. And also, I didn't forget that one of the mods I'm using increases the capacity of housing for basic. So I think it was 3 or 2 that you can have in per house. I have 4. I think it doubled. I think it mainly doubled. Yeah, it would have been 2. But I think at this time now I moved the sheep farm. Which I would have been speeding through this now a little bit more. And I took a few screenshots in the middle of the way because thumbnail, but I wouldn't have shown this because it was pointless. So you might see a few jumpy points, but it's normal because I am just screenshotting the whole way because that's literally what you're missing. I might keep it in, depend. If it is in, you'll know about it because it would just keep saying Steam at the bottom right corner of my screen. But most likely, I wouldn't have kept it in. This is the point where I realised, obviously, I could do food, meat food. And then I think I expanded to more of the left side, a bit forward past it, into where I'm, what is it, doing a bit more housing into the forest side. So I actually destroy that now because I want to be more open to see. And though I moved the farm now because I realised it weren't working is good. Because it weren't actually working. You want to have your sheep farm out of place completely from the recent one. I didn't know this until my stupid brain didn't realise. But eventually it did. So, is there any other city builder games that you want me to do? Because I got Timberborn, and fantastic game, overwhelming rated on Steam. Fantastic. In episode 2, I think, I don't want to be talking about episode 2. I don't want to ruin it. Actually, I'm going to leave it there. We'll talk about it. And yeah, so far it's going so smooth. And there is a few RTS games coming out. I think I want to play next year. So can you guys help me afford that? Can you would you like to contribute to that kind of thing a little bit more? Do we want to do a group like RTS game and everything? Is there an RTS game that is out there now you want me to play? That is different from Age of Empires, for example, Age of Mythology. What else? Any of that stuff that is the most common. Is there any that stands out? There is one called Sorcerer, whatever the buddy is. I think I might have made a video on it already, but I don't know. I need to check. But it will happen if I look into it a bit more. But I think I'm going to stay with these two City Builders game and find out a bit more of them. It's fantastic to see that you guys love watching these. I keep saying because I am speaking top of my head. It's not scripted, obviously. So at this point is that I keep getting a bit of advice from villagers and all that stuff in this game. So I keep denying them. I think I was checking how I was doing. I think I was doing fine anyway. So there's nothing really happened. I think also when I get a decent amount of money, because I think it mentions that I need a bit more decorations, but I'm trying to be a bit cheeky and try and place something in there, but I don't think it worked. I switched to the circle to see if I could get a house there. I just completely destroyed it. Right, okay. I'm gonna skip a little bit through. I'm gonna see at the next point. Okay, guys, right. I think I'm at a point of a very positive point now. As you can see in the top left, where under coins, there's a trade with plus 50. This is where you want to be in the game. Yeah, I got 82% happiness. I think that falls very quickly. In the next episode, I can't remember, but it not very quickly, but like it goes down. Let's say. I needed storage for the wall, the common clothes, cloth, stone, because stone is getting a bit more. I need it more. So at this point, I have got everything in perfect place in this video. But will there be an episode where everything falls out of place? Well, I don't know. So in this episode was perfect. Again, if you like, I'm actually no. I'm going to cancel that. This is where I'm getting decorations. This is how you upgrade your houses from the thatch look to more of a brick look, like proper housing. As you can see, I am doing multiple of these bushes. So these green circles are perfect to have. I think I used the same bushes for a while, and then I switch it up to one of those little ones. Make sure if you want these houses turned into a common house, where common residents are. Make sure, as you can see then, it's getting upgraded now. You can see the layout when I'm going in this mode. It's going to. It's fantastic look. In episode 2, you will see it completely happening. And yeah. So, I'm going to stop speaking. I hope you enjoy this. And you won't hear from me until the next episode. So, enjoy.